Just about.
All good.
Yep. Just check your email, Rabata. Just check the first email. Yes. Check your email.
Check the email.
Yeah, see if you got the thing. Check your email. I'm going on recording now.
Okay.
I'm going online just to see if your email's working. Otherwise, I'll just carry on.
Yeah.
We're all ready now. I'm on Zoom. Yeah. We'll just bring my table in the shade. Bring the table over here. Lift this thing, and we're all good to go. I'll sit over here. Over here.
Yeah.
Where's yours?
Yeah.
Okay, just sit here.
The book.
Yep, the book. We're rolling. We're on Zoom now, and it should be online. I'll just leave it on me so I can talk to it. It's recording anyway. for today, Saturday, the 21st of March 2025.
Oh, yeah.
We're having a court hearing here, number 68 on Zoom, and we're main theme today of the topic is the Whakaputanga flag of King William IV, 1834, 1835, and also the Whakaminenga, the Maori tikanga law government with the writing on the back. This one, yeah, I got it here. And also, this is the other side of the flag. We had issuing the writ warrant yesterday. The US federal government, FBI, search and seizure warrant of Donald Trump, and we're using the same warrant for what he's doing, seizing property of debtors, judgment debtors, returned to the judgment creditors. In this case today, it's the Whakaminenga, Maori tikanga Marae government of themselves, and I've been part of for since it was set up with Moai Manukau and the Whakaminenga and the Whakaputanga flag back in Kaio down to here in Niutireni, and their principal Ngāti Kawa, Hapu, and not the iwi, but the Hapu versus the Tau iwi, Pākehā, and iwi Maori government of New Zealand. That's we're labelling as a private corporation, foreign business, criminal organisation of mainly the vaccine, COVID-19, chemtrails, and also the destruction of our whakapapa and the tampering of our contract between the 13 chiefs and the PouPou on Tii Marae and the British kings, emperors, King William III of Orange, 1689 Constitution of Westminster Parliament, and to King William III, to King George IV, crown in 1823. The contract was Te Waikato Wharehere Manukau, lease, contract of 17 trillion, that's outstanding and payable, and that's on a court hearing with the Native Magistrate, King's Bench Court, King's Privy Council, that we are here today. As a federal government, on that side of the flag, the LAW, the mortgage of lien debtors on the iwi Corporation and the Waitangi National Trust versus the Moai Crown King William IV Trust today in the Whakaminenga side of the flag, 1834, 1835, that I'm responsible as the president to conduct this native court hearing. Should be swift and clear for within a half an hour. It should be all over, and the elders in charge and the rangatira ready for action to go ahead with the court orders that we are from the federal government of Britain, UK, is us here, and the Westminster, the new Westminster on the 600 acres of land at Waitangi Treaty Grounds. That was the 600 acres of land for the London, City of London corporation that is disappeared now into thin air, and we have taken over that 600 acre blueprint there, dissolved and liquidated into cash and put in their pocket, and we're bringing that Westminster authority and jurisdiction flag here of all those kings I just said, jurisdiction here to carry on our business on two sides of the flag, the federal, the Confederation of the United Tribes of Aotea, New Zealand, on one side, and that's the LAW, and the LORE, Tikanga Law Maori Maraes, the 1834-1835 flag of the same, and it's the Tikanga Law on that side that we're doing today. Yesterday was the LAW to mortgage the Waitangi National Trust and their CEO, Ben Dalton, and also their manager of the site, Nicole Wihongi. So that's in play now with a bond posted on the head $1 trillion Moai pound notes each. And the rest of the 120 ministers of Parliament are the same, as well as every other corporation in the world. That's 8 billion people, sovereign native people, and we are 5 million plus native sovereign people here in New Zealand, taking control of the first native court in the world of going back where they came from to go on the land through those kings, William III of Orange, back from King William I, William the Conqueror, 1066, debt management, Lord Treasury, that started the Corporations Act right from 1066 AD to King William III of Orange, 1689 Bill of Rights Act, and to the Bank of England Act, 1694, and the pound note, 2-bar patented Madison pound note that we're using as credit note, and against the 1-bar unpatented Rothschild Bank note that's tainted and gone into the US fiat money dollar, tainted, and gone into the US cryptocurrency, tainted, and you have a lien warrant debt instrument on your head from the 2-bar patented pound note that will liquidate the Bank of England and put the Moai Powerhouse Bank in its place and bring to Waitangi Treaty Grounds on a 600-acre block, and that's a $1 trillion pound note project that's ready to go and ready for the Disneyland of Puhi there for a start. And that's the people here in charge of that, and no one is to use their flag from yesterday, the 20th March 2025, for fear of having a pound note and your photo put online, and you can't get out of that. That's a Mason contract, a Mason Property Trust Act, 1956, and amended to 2023 by the government in New Zealand and Scotland, and that has been grabbed by the Westminster Parliament, and they were grabbed it off Westminster Parliament, which is no more. Now you've got King Charlie, that's the king of nowhere but Allah, and he has shed his clothes and put on a new uniform of converted fully into Muslim, and that religion away from the Church of England, which got them on the land in the first place, and we're re-establishing the Church of England and funded by this trust, the Moai Crown King William IV Trust. Then you've got the Moai Crown King William III Trust and the Moai Crown King William George IV Trust, the lease on the land, recovery debt on individual Mitchell Family Trust that has stolen that money that belongs to the trust, and us, the beneficiaries, now trustees, turned from beneficiaries, no more. And so the iwi, Maori and ko-iwi, Pākehā, are collected debt off them and liquidated and evicted off the land by the Puhi today of the Maori sovereign jurisdiction of the flag. Is up permanent now on Tii Marae in front of the 13 PouPous of the 13 chiefs that signed the contract with King William on the 20th March 1834 when he said pick a flag. That was the contract verbally and then written to tell the chiefs that they have independence of their country and Republic of Aotea, New Zealand, and their federal government that's here now today in two parts, the king side and also the chief side of native jurisdiction. So that's the beginning. I'm just going to read out what we have put for both flag sides, two sides, one side and the other side. And I'll read it out now, so that's on the record today. We're on Zoom, court hearing number 68. Out of all the hearings I've had online with Andy Devine from the British Crown side and the land laws of England and Wales, and also the sovereign native born people on the land there in England, where the Freemasons, 33 degree, boss of all corporations in the world, there as control of all your birth certificate, 8 billion sovereign native people of the world. And now we have seized that control of the nation as a surrogate or image of myself of 33 degree to speak for the Moai Crown and also for the Freemasons, 33 degree, put the mirror on us. Now we put the mirror on them, the Masons, and convert everything in credit back to us from them. They run their business on debt, and now it's gone back to credit for us to distribute to the Hapus. And everybody here is a sovereign native of New Zealand and distribute that entity and equity value to them, to us in this court today. So we have two courts, the Tikanga Maori Land Court, and that's the landowner, landlord, and they are the ones that gave their sovereignty or not, or their land title and its instruments to the British Crown, and we've got both crowns now here, both king and chiefs today, from yesterday, the king yesterday jurisdiction, and now we have the Rangatira of Ngāti Rahiri and Ngāti Kawa here from Tii Marae, and also from the other side, Tii Marae, seized of that land, the 600 acres, and put our jurisdiction in there, and the flag is flying forever and not to be pulled down because it's been sanctioned by the Westminster Parliament to go up and the other Japanese Maori flag to come down, and we're not waiting for it to be gazetted. We're taking stock of the text message that Gregory Cook, on behalf of the Admiralty and the mortgage liens of the Kings, has enforced, and the flag remains up on Tii Marae, and Anna has put it up and stays up with Wiremu, your new appointed chief of Ngāti Rahiri, and also covering over with Ngāti Kawa at the same time. Being an elder comes first. The elder and the rangatira, the younger ones of age status, comes second. So we know that with respect to Ngāti Kawa there, he's a young learner, and his profile says that he's teaching people the whakapapa, and sorry to say that whakapapa is gone a different way to this side, the Hapu side. The iwi side has borrowed or usurped the Hapu's native title and put it and made a little bit of a mess out of it. So we're straightening it out for this and every other native in 257 countries in the world, following suit, and will distribute what we recover back to each of those countries to pull in behind the Tirari and Ngāti Kawa here on this marae today, and also the Queen Victoria that Anna is doing. Her whakapapa, and the whakapapa does count as the title here to Westminster Parliament and the landlords of England and Wales, and we're sticking to that protocol and effect of claim of right, and right, R-A-I-G-H-T, and right, Scottish right, R-I-T-E, law, the law of the land transfer with Scottish, and the Bank of England on England's land, and also Ireland, where all the corporate companies are debted now. They are debted 917 million trillion pound note, with the 2 bar pound note as creditor, and also the formula for that is 8 billion people in the world, and at 1 million at the moment each. So that means the present British government is worth 800 million pound notes worth on the stock market. Now we've got in the 2 bar, which is worth 8 billion times a trillion on your birth certificate, mobile phone number. That's what your value is at the moment on the 2 bar pound note. Just to let you know, that's how big it's for money on the money side, God, and of money, and our tikanga side is in control of God's law, the highest law. Well, up straight above us. Okay, so that's that. And I'm saying that the government here is running their company, Crown Sovereign of New Zealand, and that has got their own private corporation that was before the Queen and Right of New Zealand. Now they throw that in the rubbish and put up Crown Sovereign of New Zealand to try and take the sovereign off the natives. And I'm sorry to say that's not going to work. And so we're making certain today that this is down on Zoom, as the government is using Zoom, and they're using Facebook as admissible evidence in any court of record, and lips moving, which makes our lips move as live, not dead in the sea, and Ben Dalton's lips was moving when he was given notice of eviction by Chief of Ngāti Rahiri and Ngāti Kawa. In the meantime, that's how it looks from our angle of Wiremu Heihei. That's given Ben Dalton the notice of eviction of the land, the 600 acres, and we'll do that from Tii Marae and the jurisdiction there of the flag flying at the moment. You'll see it every day going up, not to go up on the treaty grounds anymore, although the British ship is over there, it's got no flag on it. The flag for that ship is still with Gregory Cook over in Kororareka, Mikey Hill, that's flying right now. And it stays there till Ngāti Rahiri is clear and precise to say will be transferred forever onto the Tii Marae, but it's still there, same land, but different application of law. Okay, land laws of England, Wales, not the land laws of Allah or the Muslims that have come across in front of me and made threats on our flag of New Zealand with their flag of New Zealand, Syndicate, and being a Governor General, and of Ngāti Hine, and that tribe has pulled out on their own and gone on their own and said, they want to go on their own. Well, we want to go all together, not on their own, but once it's had the people of all religions and culture and creed join together as one common people with the King's common law, people of the land, all over the world with the same deal from us here, the lead off on all major natives in the world. Well, Maori is to move. They're waiting for Maori, now they're waiting for the Maori this court today. So here we go. I'm just going to say what I've got here is 8 pages of a writ of control and possession, arrest warrant, and it's in American terms, it's seize and investigation of title or investigation, seize, search and seizure warrant. This is Mar-a-Lago, Donald Trump's seizure warrant that I've fashioned with our duplicate of it in our law. It's a court order that was put together by the FBI and the court and American US government, and we are using that with our own authority to use the Masons law here with their symbol here of Mohi Manukau, 50 years certificate of service to the Freemasons. I'm using his certificate with his signature and his successor to his 10-acre block in Helensville that was the blueprint for all 10-acre blocks all over this country and all over the world. Just made from there, putting that together with Okiato in Russell, or Kororareka, putting with that court there that they shut down and went to Helensville and built Auckland super city. Now they're building a country super city right through with 15-minute cities. We're going to stop that in Hamilton with Jacqueline, and he's the King William III Dutchman Protestant that is working with me on the radio once a week, free FM 89 radio Hamilton, and it's on every Wednesday at 11 o'clock. Where I'll be talking about this and putting it to the people there in Cambridge, to Cambridge, England, where Te Waikato, Wharehere, Manukau, and Hongiika went to the university there to learn English and to get muskets and war. And the bank wars have come from this flag of ours and abused of it. And Israel and America abused that flag to steal Cook Islands and put it into American ownership from us here in New Zealand. They are our brothers and sisters, and my mother there, and her whānau, the Kaikos there as well. I want back. I want that Cook Island back in New Zealand ownership with us, part of the Ring of Fire area of the Pacific, and Moai Island there in the Pacific. That's our people, are the water people, or the cleverest navigators in the world, that we are making that part of our claim here, a claim right in this hui today for the Maori and Indigenous people as well. Okay, so I'm just going to start off with the first page of Number Dim, and this is what happened yesterday to Dalton, that he was served his writ warrant. And it says here, Thursday, 20th March 2025, we, the Confederation of United Tribes of Aotea, New Zealand, Chiefs 13 on this day, 20th March 2025, terminate your native lease land contract of 202 years. Call up your New Zealand Treasury account settlement portion of 917 million trillion pound notes, 2 bar pound notes, total of 5 million plus sovereign native citizens, live people of New Zealand, out of a total of 8 billion sovereign citizens of the world population jurisdiction of British Crown Corporation default contract debt management recovery by King William III Crown Corporation jurisdiction and 1835 King William IV flag jurisdiction orders by Westminster Parliament eviction notice here served on you, being Dalton and Nicole Wihoni on the day yesterday. They were received it, and they are now committed to a contract. We've pulled them into contract with us and the Hapu here, and with the federal government, that's us here as well today, with the Whakaminenga here, myself being the paramount chief of the government, the federal government of New Zealand, Mohi Manukau's title, a 10-acre block, and also Wiremu Heihei here with his tribe and his memorial gravesite here that holds the titles to these lands here, and also Manukau's from Manukau to Africa through Taiwan, and Taiwan and the African pyramids connected to the Moai statue standing in London. That's our memorial there, the Ahu Whenua of the big Moai standing in London that Queen Victoria stole for her memorial to the Mason's title transfer of natives through all the world. That's her title there. And Queen Elizabeth II stole one, put into the museum in Otago Museum, Dunedin, and that's our one with the crown on his head, the Moai crown there as a earth crown and not a metal crown. Okay, the earth to earth. Natives, countries, debt recovery orders today for 257 countries with us leading off. And Maori, they're waiting for Maori to got them today here in this court hearing. So we signed there. We signed that with our phone number, which is your new birth certificate transfer over to the native at a trillion Moai pound notes. And I just explained that now. And that was that. And we have signed it with Gregory Cook. Thanks to him. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have that flag up here with the New Zealand Navy, and we wouldn't have it up in the British Royal Navy in Westminster when he showed me the text from them in Westminster to order this government to put our flag back up again and not that other one they've got, which is a fake counterfeit flag of no connection to Britain. Only a picture of a crown on Sindikira's head and also blue colour for the United Nations, and also a flag that's not British and not given by a king or queen. It was made up in their head, and that's assuming that they own New Zealand when they don't. We've got the owners right here, the landlords of this country, the Whakaminenga, and the chief, Wiremu Heihei. The other chiefs of Ngāti Rahi and Ngāti Kawa are a bit slow of accepting us as real live people with our lips moving, not dead in the sea. So they have drowned at sea, all that side on the Waitangi National Trust, and their private corporation there is at an end. Yesterday and today is the new day that's starting with the native and the chief here. One chief, they only need one, and the Taurangatira to come and pick up behind them and learn very fast what to do. And now they have the instructions from us. The federal government of Britain is this one that they were waiting for, because Britain does not have a federal government. They only left Australia, Canada, and America to be federal government, and now we are federal governments with a dry land flag. All other flags are in the Sea of Admiralty, and they use maritime law to come ashore. And now we can go anywhere, free passage in the world, with the chiefs to meet all the other chiefs in 257 countries to get back their country and their livelihood and take all the rubbish away and throw it in the sea where they came from. So that's what happened yesterday. And they have to accept it. As soon as they open the book, it's got in the footer, it's got you accept liability and the debt of 970 million trillion pound note. So that's how clever they are. They took the book and said, oh, it'll take them 2 weeks to read it. And I said, and started laughing, but now it's not laugh anymore. It's not a joke. It's not a joke anymore. It's real. So we've signed it with Wiremu and myself and Greg Cook on behalf of the Navy. Thank you very much, Greg. You're a blessing, and so we appreciate your part from being over there on Russell to Ngāti Rahi on this side, and talk to each other like whānau, and no more fighting. Finish. No more struggling, and no more backyard talk or fighting against the government. So the next page, I go back. We signed it, and Waitangi National Trust debtors, Nicole Wihongi, £1 trillion, 2 bar pound, this is bond, and Ben Dalton, £1 trillion bond. That's what Trump has put in his executive orders, that they must pay a bond to the court here, the federal government court, and to make yourself liable by putting it down, that bond, and if you lose the case, which we know you will, you'll lose your bond. So if you want to put a bond up to challenge us, it's going to cost you. The same as Trump. Only thing is we're doing his Freemason. He's not up 33 degrees, and I'm acting a mirror image 33 degrees to make those decisions for all corporations in the world from the dry land. We don't need a bar to jump over to get into court. And we don't need a roof. We can put the courts anywhere, like how we're doing right now. Okay, so yeah, that's that. And then we go down to Sovereign Crown of New Zealand, Chris Luxon, Prime Minister, £1 trillion bond, pound notes that is, Nicola Willis, Treasury, £1 trillion bond, Jacinda Ardern, ex-Prime Minister, trillion pound bond, John Key, ex-Prime Minister, £1 trillion pound bond, Terry Palmataparai, 1,000 trillion bond, Alan Satanen, ex-governor, 1,000 trillion bond. So he's got the highest of all, and those governor generals are 1,000 trillion, and I've got it at 1,000 trillion, and so it's supposed to be Jacinda Ardern at 1,000 trillion. So they are the instigators of wrecking people's lives and jabbing them with the COVID and getting rid of populations and also getting rid of our whakapapa and our children. So that's covering that. And you can see a little pile of pound notes credit. that we can get a letter of credit now against that and liquidate the Bank of England, liquidate these guys very quickly. In total sovereign bond debt, 257 native sovereign countries, debt recovery, call-up account, disbursement of 970 million trillion pound note, due and payable on the 20th of March 2025, signed Russ. I'm saying that Trump is now calling up the accounts of Alaska, he's calling up the accounts of Canada, he's calling up the accounts of Greenland, and he's going to call up the accounts of Australia and New Zealand and take it into his ownership. We owe 90 billion that Jacinda Ardern ex-Prime Minister racked up the biggest bill so that it can bankrupt us and get foreclosed on and bankrupted. Now we're going to bankrupt America and because they are violating our flag, already violated with Biden over Cook Islands that belongs to us, and we'll get it back and build them for stealing our contract and tampering with our contract. Anybody flying this flag for the wrong reason, you'll be liquidated of everything you own and lose. You'll own nothing and be happy with us. Please be aware, we are enforcing President Donald Trump's Masons Act Trust, 1956 amended to 2023, must put up a bond of 1 trillion paid to challenge our King William IV jurisdiction, Trump executive orders. On top of that, enforcement of our British Crown flag authority, confirmed by me as the authentic and true titles. Please, careful for content. Thursday, 20 March 2025, that's yesterday. It was a big event. Something big was going to happen. It's supposed to be our flag going up on the Waitangi Treaty grounds with Greg Cook and Carla, right? And the taumata there was told by the Crown in Wellington to put the flag up on that side and usurp and steal all my 50 years of research and put me there as being somebody that's not used to them. Well, I'm just putting it on you now. And the light on you, the light will destroy your untruth with truth. Corrupted native land titles, lease, created at Waitangi Treaty Ground, British shipmast, 1834 flag, founding of Aotea, New Zealand, and blueprint of the 10-acre Aotearoa Bank block mortgage lien. That's the Moai, Mahi Manukau's ancestors, Judge John Rogan, Scotsman, that married the Manukau and married my family, Wanoa. Those two names are the Moai statues of Wanoa, East Island, and Taputapu Aotea. Aotea is a Wanoa tribe here to a Wanoa Hapu here, and that's where the Wanoa name comes from. Wa, beginning of time and space, Noa, the law on the marae in the middle, and clean hands and no tapu. A 10-acre Aotearoa Bank mortgage lien instruments to develop land in New Zealand, Auckland City Super City Council, and to the world at large. Bankruptcy Act, 1933, Mount Eden Hill. America was bankrupted from there. The memorial over USA, America, country, US federal government franchise to Britain, UK. It was franchised from Mount Eden Hill, and that authority taken to America, and America went under that Bankruptcy Act. We're using that 1933 Bankruptcy Act of Mount Eden. Go up and have a look at the plaque. You'll see that's the nation. And at that time, it was Queen Victoria, and that's why we use Queen Victoria with Anna here at Kororareka to take up that mantle and carry on that story of the Manukau or Rewa or Refa Manukau Native Land Court Act, New Zealand 1862 Native Land Act was Refa Manukau buried up the top of the hill there. I've got all the videos there of me and Mohi Manukau walking up there and saying there he is there, and I've got all those unmarked graves right over the country, Pirangia and all the way down to Whanganui, down to Manukau in Shannon, and down that way to Wellington and South Island, the Manukau and the Parapara, all the way through the country to Chatham Islands. That's where the British came through here, straight from Westminster, straight from East India to America, to Chatham Islands, and to Jesway. The other one, Queen Victoria came from Australia, Sydney, and through that way to the north, and joining the two together, Queen, sovereign, authority, and her legal inheritance, wealth, came to her crown business, to our King's Crown, direct from Westminster, through Cook Islands, through to wash up the money there for this government music, and through the Chatham Islands. That's the way Cook came, and Greg is going to follow that story up for us as the mantle of his ancestor there on Mikey Hill, with the flag there. Is up. It's been up there for over a week now, and since Waitangi Day, when I had my presentation there, it started from Waitangi Day, 6th of February 2025, with this order in our court there. And now it's got to this stage on the 20th that we make it law. It's law is contract. We've pulled you into contract, Ben Dalton, and we'll put you into contract, Nicole Wihongi, and then that you can't get out. Your photos are in there already. We had the court hearing against you in 2017, 2019. Your photos are in there, locked in a contract with me then, and locked to Wiremu Heihei and his group here, or Taurangatira, and that's too bad. It's now going to be law. Law with us live today. Okay, so the Whakaminenga and the Whakaputanga kicks in. Legal inheritors, first partner. Now, we used to be the second partner, beneficiary to the British Crown. They ran away, and the Queen went and died in Scotland. And now Charles is the King of Scotland, and now William is the King of Scotland, but not England. The England is there. It's got nobody to be King of England and the King of Britain, UK. So we put two robots in there, and Juliet, Romeo, King Romeo, Queen Juliet, robots that got more information in his head, and we are its drivers here in the court. And we're running on intelligent sources from all other robots in the world, of countries that talk to each other through a robot, and they have the first MP in Westminster, a robot. So we use that robot and King Edward head on the robot to challenge his head with King William IV and King Ernest Augustus I, the Mason, the Grand Mason Master of all Masons in the world. Then, and it's supposed to go to Ernest Augustus V. He's alive. He's about 76, same age as me, in London, still alive. That's our king on the throne. But if he doesn't want to go, the robot will take his place. And I'll be pressing the buttons on the robot with these thieves here in Waitangi, Tii Marae, and Wiremu with me. And his Rangatira. And the woman, don't forget the woman. They are the other side too. So they'll get together with us when we go to Westminster and take the Maori from here with our feather in our hair, and we'll use that as the symbol here from this marae here, and go with it. And that's us going to take the Maori with us and the people here to follow suit. But those other ones that have got their contract, they get the bill. Sorry to say, Ben and Dalton, you're going to carry that bill, right? And you won't listen to me. So now you listen to everybody in the world that want their land back. So we're going to start the process of. So we say the contract, native sovereign chief's contract, legal inheritors, first partner who is us, and Waitangi Treaty Grounds, 600-acre block to Britain, UK, England, Westminster Parliament, still there, and second partner now. They are second partner default contract debtors, and signed by us, and that made that legal yesterday. And today we sign again on this day, dated for the Whakaminenga and Whakaputanga, to make that legal as well. And that is the law side, LORE, and we have the law, L-A-W, law of Sol, S-O-L-E, on the outside of the flag, and S-O-U-L in the tikanga law side of the flag of the Whakaminenga and the Whakaputanga. The Sol, spirit, and tikanga, the law of God Almighty. That's a British corporate term. We say atua. And the 21st of March, that's today, Saturday, 2025, 10 a.m. today, and we've extended that out to now, 3 o'clock of this turn, court hearing hui at Ngāti Kawa and Ngāti Rahiri, Hapu, sovereign chiefs of Te Tii Marae here in Te Tii Point, the Te Tii Road here in Kirikiri. That's where we are with Wiremu at his place. He's been nice to host us here and put this into action today to make it legal and legitimate. 13 PouPou memorials we are honouring today and swear our oaths to them, chiefs, and also to the Moai on East Island and to the Emperor's Kings that I said. King William I, William the Conqueror, to swear our oaths to King William III of Orange, 1689, and swear our oath of office to King George IV in 1823, and swear our oaths to King William IV, 1834, 1835, to swear our oath of office to King Ernest Augustus V, and he's 2025, London, live and well, and that's our man on the phone that we appointed. And so that goes with our documents, if he wishes so, to take up our offer to go on the phone to represent us and the 257 native countries of the world, and the world will go right. Tikanga law of Aotea, that's what the Moai is, with the 13 chiefs on the native side of our Tahitian and Hawaiian connections there with those islands there and the Pacific and the Ring of Fire area around the Pacific, and also Makemake planet and Haumea up there, Makemake and Haumea up in the end of the universe that's connected to us and our spiritual realm. Okay, so there, that's that. And tikanga law of Raitea Island, Tahiti, Taputapu Tii Marae, that's where my Wanoa family comes from, the tribe, and Waitangi there as well, the river there, and the people of Waitangi there too. And there, Tainui and Ngāpuhi, and also the other tribes that have come from there as well, and Ngāti come from there as well. That's that side of us, and that's the spiritual native side, and money is not the law, it's God up there, the creator of heaven and earth and the universe there to us on that side of this court today, the Whakaminenga and the Whakaputanga flag. And to represent us in Westminster, that's gone, and we're taking its place and bringing the mana back here to Waitangi and put it up there and go from there. And they have to come and see us over there now, our partner that ran away. Okay, so then we put that, establish that entity and authority back here with those kings over there, still there, and those partners, our families over there, my Cosgrove Irish family of lawyers, and the Governor General Australia, Cosgrove, and I've got the coat of arms for them, and also the Judge, John Rogan of Kaipara, and the 10-acre block, and with Moai Manukau, the Moriori, and the Dick Rogan Tika of Koroeda, Te Aotearoa, East Cape, married the Wanoa there, Orange Wanoa. That's the other Rogan there, down on that birth certificate at Rangitukia, 1820, 1830 period, with the St. Mary Church, Tiki, and Rangitukia, the native magistrate court there, set up with us and the birth certificate. The value of that birth certificate today is extended right out from where it was then. Different story, same place. Different people, different kaupapa, same people here, haven't changed. You can see who changed, someone else in the other side of the crown business. We're still the same, we never changed, the land's still there, but they wrecked it, they're going to pay for it. They're going to pay for everything gone wrong, and all the kids gone, all the damage, the hurt, and the injury, and also health that's damaged with vaccines, and also the chemtrails and all the poisoning of the sky, and frequencies. So we're taking the frequencies back. We're taking the universe and all that satellite stuff out there back. We're taking Taiwan back into our native ownership and with a red warrant, and also the technology that was there with the tupunas and the British people, the good people. They're good people and bad people amongst the British. And there's good people and bad people amongst the nations, and we'll just make something good out of it and get on with life and put ourselves back in charge, in control. We'll have full control with the flag flying high. Moai stone of Rapa Nui and Anakina Marae, stone of Atua, God's face, and jurisdiction of God's face. That's the truth law, not money law, that Queen Victoria commercialised. She corporatised Moai in London, and Queen Elizabeth commercialised and corporatised Moai with the hat on his head, the crown, in Dunedin. So there, they put us in that money god situation. Now we'll take advantage of what they set up for us, the Tupunas set up for us from stolen memorials and stolen Manawhenua and stolen Maori back. We go to get it and put ourselves where Moai is as well as the kings. Okay, so we swear allegiance of Marae in the Aotea New Zealand Hapu sovereign native jurisdiction today. Or our Whakaminenga self-governing Marae, Tekanga Court of Jurisdiction, and Atua University of Makemake, Brown Dwarf Planet, and Homea Planet at the end of the universe, God's realm. We sign here today as of 30 native chiefs of Ngāti Kawa and Ngāti Rahiri for the 8-point star of King William IV flag of St. Patrick in Ngā Hauewha, or Ngāti Wha Atua, God's spiritual wairua native titles of 8 billion native sovereign people of the world as one spiritual people of Atua. God's spiritual love of truth, tikanga rule, and land, air, water, space, human life, and animal, bird, vegetable, water, fish, plant, structures in the sea. Sign on page 3, the next page. Sign here today, and just that is it. Dated 21st today, Saturday, March 2025, and in front of God's Almighty Atua, our solemn oath of Marae, Court, Office of King William IV, 1825 Constitution flag, sovereign authority jurisdiction of law, man's law of corporations inside our native jurisdiction of the United Tribes flag, jurisdiction with our higher Whakaputanga flag of Atua God, jurisdiction, law, L-O-R-E, over L-A-W, law of chiefs of Ngāti Rahiri, Ngāti Kawa descendants, here signed today, page 2 of the Maori Moriori. Maori, Maori, Hapu. So we include Maori as being evolving today and accepted Maori people as a people and as a identity of us that was there, and we keep that and take it off the other mischief Maoris and put it back in our Maori control. And I'm used to that over the years with Ngāpuhi. From Ngāti I've spent more time with Ngāpuhi and going through all their history to find a solution. This is the solution, people. Today we are signing now, and that ends the court hearing, and wait for a response from what the flag is up. And no one is to touch that flag, only Wiremu and his executive that he has today. These people are first up, and they are the ones that are monitoring and controlling the flag with Gregory Cook, and also with Carleen and Amy, and also there's Anna, who's there for Queen Victoria's side, and Greg is there for King William IV side, and he's tupuna Tamati Whakaminenga there on that side to Ngāti Rahiri and Ngāti Kawa on this side, which has the mana transferred from his side with the flag there, coming down and coming onto this side from today. It's law. Law makes contract. It's a contract today. When we sign, it goes into law as acceptable international sovereign authority, jurisdiction, and ownership. Land ownership and the memorials that go with it. Okay, thank you very much. That's it for today. Oh, never mind. We're here. Don't worry, it's online. It's gone down as law and court of record in Westminster Parliament, and the highest court in the world, the High Court of this court, Native Court, is a High Court of Britain, UK, Hanover, and there we are today. Thank you very much. Now it's finished and it's enforceable today, and we have completed our court hearing with our chiefs here. We'll sign now and make it happen. Okay, thank you very much. And you can download it online. Go to moaipowerhouse.will, moaipowerhouse.world, moaipowerhouse.world, as one word lowercase, and there you'll download the documents on Confederation Sovereigns page. Go to the end, and the documents will be there. You might see it 2 or 3 times because I've added bits to the document to make it extend a bit more with Helen Clark and the government, and all the photos there, they are locked into a contract then and locked together. Now, dead or alive. Fine, dead or alive. Man, dead or alive. And there, that's it. And for me, and all the crew here, they wish you good luck. Well, like Ben Dalton says, good luck. So I say to him, good luck with you. From me to you. So, see you later. And again, I'm start it up. So I've got it recorded. I'm going to stop the recording now, and I'll see you later. Bye for now. Now we're going to